A farmer in Australia made over $2.5 million in just 3 weeks thanks to rat meat. The way they quickly processed and sold it is what's truly shocking. You won't believe your eyes unless you watch until the end. In the inland regions of Australia, known as the agricultural capital, a sudden and intense mouse plague broke out. Mice flooded grain storage facilities, invaded factories, damaged equipment worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and directly threatened the livelihoods of thousands of farmers. To handle thousands of tons of mice in just one night, Australian farmers used an industrial-scale trapping system combined with vacuum suction. They set up high-capacity vacuum traps strategically placed along known mouse paths. When mice entered, heat and motion sensors instantly triggered a locking and cooling system, paralyzing the mice within seconds. All the mice were then sucked into refrigerated containers through high-pressure ducts. With this technology, just 3 operators could clear 100 tons of mice each night. Additionally, Australian farmers still combine traditional mouse-catching methods due to their low cost and ease of implementation. They use traps, typically spring traps or cage traps, and on average, one person could set 300 traps per night, collecting 20 to 30 kilograms of fresh mice each morning. This flexible combination of methods, from manual to high-tech, has helped Australians pioneer an unprecedented strategy to turn mice from a disaster into a resource. Immediately after the mice are collected, they are transferred into a closed-loop processing line. Here, the mice are sorted and then go through a cleaning and detailed separation process to preserve as much of the valuable parts as possible. After that, they are frozen, packaged, and processed for distribution, with certain parts exported to meet the growing international demand. Thanks to a well-organized and hygienic food processing system, this mouse meat industry not only generates millions of dollars in revenue but also makes a significant contribution to the local economy. No odor, no pollution, no waste. That's the outstanding advantage of this production line. Do you think something you're throwing away today could be a valuable asset tomorrow? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Rat meat is becoming increasingly popular thanks to its unique flavor and sustainability, leading to the development of various preparation methods. One of the preferred ways to prepare it is grilled rat meat, which is marinated for 6 to 10 hours with spices like chili, garlic, and pepper before being skewered and roasted over an open flame, creating a delicious smoky flavor. Not only in Australia, rat meat is also gradually gaining attention in the European market, where demand for unique foods is on the rise. Some European countries, such as France and Italy, are beginning to explore the use of rat meat in traditional dishes, emphasizing sustainability and food sourcing. Meanwhile, in Mexico, rat meat has become a common ingredient in tacos, offering a distinct and appealing flavor for those who enjoy traditional and unique cuisine. If rat meat alone can generate billions, then just imagine, with a larger animal like cattle, which holds stable daily value, how massive could the profits be? Don't leave your screen just yet, let's dive right in. The beef consumption market in Australia continues to play a key role in people's diets, with average consumption in 2023 reaching around 23.4 kilograms per person. Consumer trends are shifting noticeably due to growing awareness of health and environmental concerns. In addition, demand for organic and premium beef from sustainable farms has risen sharply, with the premium beef market projected to reach $244.8 million by 2032. Therefore, beef remains an essential ingredient in many traditional and modern dishes, while Australia's beef processing industry is actively adapting by improving quality. Cattle farms in Australia are also undergoing major changes to meet evolving market trends. Many farms are adopting sustainable farming models. The beef cattle industry is thriving in various regions thanks to favorable natural conditions. Cattle farms in Australia can range from a few dozen to several 100,000 head of cattle, depending on their scale and natural environment. Southern states such as New South Wales, Victoria, and Tasmania have mild climates and fertile land, ideal for raising Angus and Hereford breeds through natural grazing combined with nutritional supplements during the dry season. In the north, such as Queensland, the tropical climate supports heat-tolerant breeds like Brahmin and Drought Master, typically raised on large-scale farms. Additionally, Australia is known for its premium Wagyu beef, raised with a combination of grass feeding and long-term grain finishing, primarily for export. Australia's cattle industry is now moving toward a sustainable model, focusing on quality and animal welfare, while maintaining its position as one of the world's leading beef exporters. The reproductive process of cattle is a crucial factor in livestock farming, directly impacting the productivity and economic efficiency of the farm. Female cows typically begin breeding at around 15 to 18 months of age and can produce one calf per year. The gestation period for a cow lasts about 9 months. After giving birth, the mother cow needs time to recover and is usually bred again after 60 to 90 days. During the reproductive phase, cows require careful attention to nutrition, barn hygiene, and health monitoring to ensure the mother remains healthy, the calf develops well, and reproduction rates stay consistent. Once cattle reach the appropriate weight and age, typically between 18 to 24 months for beef cattle, they are transported to processing and food production facilities. The transportation process is carried out with care to ensure the health and welfare of the animals, helping to preserve the best possible meat quality. At these facilities, cattle undergo a processing procedure that follows strict standards to ensure food safety and clear traceability. The beef processing is also carried out with modernization and automation to improve efficiency and product quality. Massive cuts of meat, sometimes weighing up to 800 kilograms, are sliced using industrial saws at incredible speeds. Many beef processing plants in Australia have started using robotic technology and automated equipment in the cutting and sorting process. Industrial robotic arms can handle meat blocks weighing hundreds of kilograms quickly and accurately, helping to save time, reduce waste, and increase the usable value of each meat cut. However, to ensure quality, this process still requires supervision by technicians to adjust the machinery for each type of meat and the desired output. This is a significant advancement in Australia's beef processing industry, helping to boost competitiveness in the international market. The process of cutting large beef cuts into smaller pieces requires high precision and experience. After the cattle are processed, workers separate the meat using both modern machinery and manual techniques. The meat is typically divided into sections, each with distinct muscle structure and tenderness, suited for specific cooking methods. For example, sirloin is often used for steak, ideal for grilling. Chuck has more muscle and less fat, usually used for ground meat or stews. Ribs have natural fat, making them perfect for grilling and other nutrient-rich dishes. Even with the assistance of machinery, workers still play a crucial role in quality control, removing excess fat and sorting the meat based on standards such as fat content, color, and freshness. This process directly impacts the product's value, as premium cuts like sirloin and ribs are priced at $15 to $25 per kilogram, while cuts like chuck and shoulder are priced at only $5 to $8 per kilogram. Improper cutting techniques can lead to wastage of higher value cuts, reducing profits. Conversely, proper handling helps optimize the value of even less popular cuts. The beef processing process in most Australian factories before it reaches the market requires a strict procedure to ensure quality, freshness, and food safety. After the cattle are harvested, the first step is to clean and remove unnecessary parts like the skin and excess fat. Next, the beef is cut into portions based on consumption needs, such as sirloin, chuck, and other cuts. These portions are then sorted and quality checked to ensure no contaminants are present. In the processing process, preserving the beef is crucial to keep the product fresh. Fresh beef is usually chilled right after being portioned to halt bacterial growth and maintain freshness. The beef is stored in cold storage with temperatures ranging from 0 to 4 degrees Celsius to prevent spoilage. Beef can also be vacuum sealed, which helps extend shelf life while preserving flavor and quality. When the beef reaches the market, these portions are distributed directly to supermarkets, food stores, or restaurants. Join me to see how they raise cattle. In Australia, beef is a very popular ingredient and is used to create many delicious dishes. Two of the most common dishes Australians frequently enjoy are beef steak and meat pie. Beef steak, also known as a steak, is a traditional dish in Australian meals. The beef is carefully selected, usually from cuts like sirloin or rump, then grilled or pan-fried at a high temperature to maintain its tenderness and flavor. Steak is often served with mashed potatoes, roasted vegetables, or fresh salad, creating a nutritious and tasty meal. This dish is not only common in restaurants, but also often appears at family dinners or special occasions. Meat pie is another highly popular dish in Australia. This pie is typically made from minced beef, mixed with ingredients like mushrooms, onions, gravy, and spices, then wrapped in a flaky pastry crust and baked. Meat pies can be eaten as a snack at parties or as the main dish for dinner. This is a convenient and easy-to-carry meal, perfect for picnics or outdoor lunches, especially loved during sporting events or festivals. Comment 0 if you find this video boring. Cattle farming in Australia is highly diverse and designed to suit the characteristics of each region. Among the most common methods, extensive grazing is the traditional and dominant model in this vast country. In this system, cattle are freely grazed on natural pastures stretching across thousands of hectares, maximizing the use of available resources. The cattle forage for food from grasses, shrubs, and other native plants, significantly reducing the investment in industrial feed. This is a major advantage for large-scale farms, as feed costs typically make up a large portion of total farming expenses. Additionally, grazing freely allows cattle to develop naturally with less stress, resulting in higher quality meat. However, this method also presents challenges. One of them is the dependence on weather conditions. During droughts, when natural forage becomes scarce, farms face the risk of feed shortages. Cattle in the extensive grazing system typically range from 500 to 10,000 animals. To effectively manage the herd in this system, farmers use modern technologies such as GPS tracking systems, surveillance cameras, and drones to monitor the movement and health of the cattle. Comment 1 if you loved this video. The barn-based farming model is widely used in small farms and areas with limited geographic conditions in Australia, especially in the dairy cattle industry. This is a system where cattle are kept in a controlled environment, ensuring proper nutrition, health, and productivity. In modern barns, cattle are housed in clean, well-ventilated spaces with automatic feed and water supply systems. Many farms are also equipped with cooling systems, temperature control, and ventilation to reduce stress, particularly during extreme weather conditions. The cattle feed in this model consists of a mix of hay, fresh grass, grains, and various nutritional supplements, such as minerals and vitamins. This not only ensures the cattle's health but also boosts milk production, meeting high-quality standards. Additionally, health and productivity monitoring systems using technologies like sensors and automated tracking devices help farmers manage the herd more efficiently. Although this model requires a high initial investment, especially for barn construction and purchasing modern equipment, it brings many benefits. Productivity significantly improves, the risk of diseases is minimized due to the well-controlled living environment, and close monitoring ensures high-quality output. Cattle farming in Australia is mainly concentrated in the eastern and northern states, particularly in Queensland, New South Wales, and Victoria. According to statistics from the Australian Bureau of Statistics, in 2023, the total cattle population in Australia reached around 25 million, with over 100,000 cattle farms nationwide. Queensland is the state with the largest cattle population, accounting for approximately 40% of the country's total cattle, with more than 10 million head. Farms here primarily raise cattle for beef, with breeds such as Hereford, Angus, and Brahmin being commonly raised. New South Wales and Victoria are the next two states with large cattle populations, particularly for dairy cattle. Australia has a very favourable natural environment for cattle farming. With a climate that ranges from tropical in the north to temperate in the south, cattle farms can thrive in various types of environments. The vast pasturelands in the eastern and northern regions of Australia provide abundant feed for the cattle. The cattle industry in Australia has developed with many breeds serving both beef and dairy purposes. Among them, Angus cattle are famous for their high-quality meat, which is tender, flavourful, and widely raised in eastern Australia. The Hereford breed is also highly favoured due to its excellent adaptability to the environment and high meat yield, primarily found in regions like Queensland and New South Wales. Brahmin cattle, renowned for their heat tolerance, thrive in the hot and humid climate of northern Australia. Not only are they known for their strong resistance, but they also have the ability to withstand harsh environments. Meanwhile, the Charolais beef breed, originating from France, is typically raised in southern Australia to improve meat quality due to its fast-growing characteristics. In addition to purebred cattle, Australia has also developed many hybrid breeds, particularly crosses between Brahmin and other breeds, to enhance growth rates, increase productivity, and optimize meat quality. These cattle breeds not only serve the domestic market but also make a significant contribution to Australia's beef export industry. Dairy cattle farming in Australia is an important industry, particularly in states such as Victoria, New South Wales, and Tasmania. Australian cow's milk is known for its high quality, produced from outstanding dairy breeds such as Holstein, Jersey, and Ayrshire. Among these, the Holstein breed is the most common, making up about 90% of the total dairy cattle in Australia. Holstein cows are large and have a high milk production capacity, with each cow typically producing between 8,000 and 12,000 litres of milk per year, offering stable milk quality with low fat content, around 3.5%. Australian milk adheres to very high standards of hygiene and food safety, meeting the strict demands of both domestic and export markets, especially in Asian and Middle Eastern countries. One of the standout features of the dairy farming industry in Australia is its modern and environmentally friendly farming system. Dairy farms in Australia implement advanced technologies for herd management, such as automated feeding systems and milking machines, which help increase productivity and reduce costs. Additionally, organic farming practices are increasingly growing, where cows are raised in a natural environment without the use of growth hormones or antibiotics, producing organic milk of superior quality. In Australia, a popular traditional dish related to cow's milk is condensed milk. This is a type of food made from pure cow's milk, which has been heated to remove water and sweetened, creating a thick, sweet mixture. Sweetened condensed milk is widely used in desserts such as cakes, milk jelly, and coffee, and is also an important ingredient in traditional dishes like custard pies or as filling for various types of pies.